So when you headed out, so first you went to see this orthopod, and he said maybe you need to see a rheumatologist, and so then you're working your way to find a rheumatologist. What did you have in your mind? Like, what were you looking for when you started this journey?
Well, once I kind of realized what I was dealing with, for the first time in my life, it was an experience where it wasn't something that I would leave the doctor's office and have a magic cure for. It was more of, I guess, in past experience, I had gone to the doctor, whatever I had been fixed and maybe required a couple follow-on visits. And I knew this was different because this was wrapping my mind around a long-term chronic condition that I just really felt like was intruding into my life. And when I was looking for in a doctor was someone who could kind of address the number of concerns that I had, which was more than just, my finger, this one particular finger is hurting today, or this particular joint is hurting, but address all of my questions about and concerns about stress, medication side effects, pregnancy, how this was, going to impact my career, the stress of just kind of the myriad of resources and things that you read about when you first find out you have RA.
I love the way that you express that as concerns. And, I'll point out to our audience here that, how this is going to affect your career, reproductive future, your life with your partner, et cetera. Those are not in a rapid 3 or in many of the metrics that we use. And so did you ultimately get a chance to express those concerns with your rheumatologist?
I did, eventually. Initially, I didn't feel like my concerns were really heard, which caused a lot of stress for me. And I ended up switching rheumatologists, and I felt like once I did that, seeking a second opinion, I really felt a lot more comfortable that my concerns were heard.
What was the communications that contrasted two practitioners?
My first practitioner preferred to communicate with me solely online, which I felt like, especially wrapping my head around a chronic condition and where I was at in my life, really felt very impersonal. Whereas my second practitioner sat down with me, spent a lot of time walking through the disease, what to expect, and establishing kind of that personal connection with me, and that's what made the difference.
To summarize this, your journey started out with a lot of unanswered questions, a lot of attributions of symptoms that you really couldn't package. You're looking for answers, but more than that, you had a list of concerns that it took you a little bit of time to find someone who would engage with you.
Absolutely.
So I think that this is just emblematic of what we were talking about in person-centered care. This is not a magical, high-tech medicine. It reminds us at our core we are healers, and that empathic listening is a powerful tool. So Leslie, thank you so much.
Thanks.